Azorius Control versus Master Jack. Alright, got a Mana Tithe. It's pretty good for the early game, I would say. Then I'm kind of blank for a bit, but let's try and keep this one anyway. Alright, no turn 1 play, that's very good for me, and this draw is also very good. So now I should be able to counter the next two things. And this I will counter. I mean, I think the opponent could have played land first before doing that, but now I interrupted the ramp. Now I'll play the hall, because this is the only time, the last chance to play it untapped. And I can Lorien. I'll counter that too. Against the giant deck, I want to counter anything that searches for lands or, you know, Cavern of Souls or stuff like that. Alright, end of turn I will fetch into the Surveilling Land. I don't want the Verdict, actually, do I? No. Nope, I don't want it. I don't want to cycle here either, because the opponent can play the 3 mana Charm. That's not an island, so I only have 2 islands right now. I need one more, which the Polluted Delta can get. Then I can play 2 Mystic Sanctuaries, fetch 1, or I could just use this to draw cards at this stage. So now I'm gonna get just a normal island. The question is, do I want to play the Emperor here? If the opponent sticks the Charm, what can they search? They can search for a land too. So do I want to stick the Emperor now or wait 2 more turns? I'll wait 2 more turns, I think. Do I want to cycle this Lorien? Or keep it also to draw cards, potentially? I'll cycle it. For another Mystic Sanctuary. I'll play the Sanctuary, get back a Counterspell, and pass the turn. And play the Emperor next turn when I can play it and have 2 mana up additionally. Alright, this Titan will get countered for sure. Alright, so the opponent already has seen enough. What do I need against this deck? The Ashiok, the Stonebrain, the Proctor. I can even put in the lockdowns for the zombies just in case, but nah. I don't think so. What do we get rid of? The Charms. One of the Get Losts, 2 Brainstorms, and 2 Plows. Can I expect any enchantment or planeswalker? I'll keep it anyway, just in case. Alright, so let's try it like this. Alright, just 1 land, unfortunately, so this one is not not keepable. This one is, and I will return the Mystic Sanctuary. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's not going to be active for a while, especially with these two lands around. So Ashiok is here. He's going to be an important card to have. Alright, I'm going to counter that for sure, as if I have the chance. Now the hole. Now I have this to counter stuff, and next turn I'll play the Ashiok. And that might even just seal the game, but not necessarily. Gonna counter that too. Gonna fetch it the dual land. Play the Ashiok. And now there will be no more searching for now. Alright, that's okay for the opponent. That's a pretty decent. The Westvale Abbey. Alright, and there's also a the Field of the Dead, which can become a problem soon. End of turn start to have my own threat in play.
Feel the energy of battle, then guiding. May your blade strike true.
I want to make
watch
two.
For intruders.
And go. Like end of turn I will deluge. But the opponent actually does have some. Alright, so that will get Mana Tithe. Alright, that was a pretty clean win here against the Titan deck. I mean, as always, a Cavern of Souls would have made this much more difficult to deal with, but, well, in this case, things lined up pretty nicely. Let's go on to the next game. Azorius Control versus Bulosa. Pretty unfortunate land situation, but I'll keep because I have a Brainstorm and a Normalize. So my early game, I do have some options. Not against that too. I'm gonna have to Brainstorm straight up here, and I didn't find anything, so that's pretty. This is gonna be a pretty difficult game already. But let's see. I'm gonna take a hit. The opponent's gonna can play a 3-drop on turn 2. No, not in this case. Oh yes, of course. I could kind of decide what the opponent steals here. And a Brawler too. So next turn I will draw a new card. If it's a land, I might have some kind of a chance here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Swords Away that Nishoba Brawler right now, or Get Lost it. Probably Get Lost it to use the mana more efficiently here. on Stolen Emperor, which he can play even. But decides not to, okay. Oh no, the opponent cannot play it, can he? No. That's 2 white mana that would be required. Alright, starting to use the maps. Draw a land from the map. Alright. So I did draw this, so that means I will I can spend 1 blue mana to fetch myself an Hallowed Fountain and go. The opponent will attack. I'm probably going to have to take the 6 here. Or I can... No, let's exile this right now. Now the Mana Tithe already lost its value big time. It's not going to be able to hit anything here. Especially with this treasure around. I don't think the opponent really has any 3-drops. Nah, not. Alright, it's already down to 6. Alright, Delta and go. I'm gonna have to play the Wandering Emperor next turn and exile the Brawler. So I will go up to 7, take 3, go down to 4, and then any burn spell, Tribal Flames specifically, will get me. What does that do?
Why do I love Krakens?
Okay.
Just can't kill myself.
Untap target
The ocean
permanent.
surges,
Alright.
life thrives.
Lightning Rod onto the...
I'm never done for good.
Alright. I can brainstorm it in. No, I shouldn't. I also brainstorm now because if I draw a land, I can also play that out. So I will put back this. Wait. I can actually shuffle away some things. So shuffle away the Mana Tithe and the No More Lies. Go. Play the land. Fetch. A island. And go. I have 1 more No More Lies to deal with that Nakado. I can only hope the opponent doesn't have a burn spell. Alright, that's it. I can't get out of this one. Okay, so what do I need? Temporal Lockdown for sure. Supreme Verdict for sure. Entering the battlefield triggers? Nah. So what do I not need? The Charm. I can go... Yeah, probably just all the charms. They can steal a 1 mana card, so let's maybe keep 1. And go down on a Get Lost. Yeah. I mean, the charm can be very impactful if you just steal one of their one drops. I will play first. I will keep 2 get lost is okay. I could just Otawara first. Let's do that. Then I have the option to shuffle one thing away with the Brainstorm. If I want to. But I don't have to. Okay, the opponent will spell pierce that. Alright, that's actually okay for me. And now I have a counterspell up. Plus 2 get lost. So then three threats that I can take care of here. And that's one of them, which will get just countered. Unfortunately, I don't have 2 white mana for this lockdown. So Get Lost is gonna have to help me survive the next turns. There's the second white mana. Alright, perfect. Now I can, end of turn, I can Deluge. I can actually let the opponent play 1 or 2 things. Like a Kabu. Alright, 2 of them into my hand. I'll take those 2 actually. Do I want to take a hit from this Kabu? Like, just to maybe get more out of this lockdown? Let's see. Depends. If he uses both of these for attacking, then I can just swords here. But the opponent just attacks like so. In which case I'll take a 4 hit here just to make the lockdown grab 2 things potentially. Alright, grabbing, discarding a card. Alright, the Deluge, I'm fine with that. How many islands do I have? 1, 2. And there's a Scourge. Perfect. The Archive. Do I need a Castle Ardenvale? Yeah, that I could start making 1-drops. 1/1s to block as well. Alright, let's start off by playing this. Get rid of everything, even those explore tokens. What do you call them? The maps. And now I have a swords and a normalize backup as well. Kabu, counter. As long as I can use the normalize, I shall use it. A Mana Tithe as well. Go. Yep, gonna Mana Tithe that. Make a 1/1. Get back a counterspell. Yeah. Attack with the 1/1 and pass the turn. A brawler. Sure. And a leyline binding. That's actually quite problematic now. But wait, does Get Lost Enchantment. Alright, it gets an enchantment too, which is perfect. So let's have this occur. Yep, you will get the creatures back. Alright, and end of turn I will destroy this and everything will go again. I'll create another 1/1. Have the counterspell and the swords to Plowshares. And go. Power 4 enters the battlefield. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Not to brag, but my
I'm okay
friend's
with this
kind of a
Kiora.
big deal. I love to make a splash.
And make another 1/1. Just attack you. And pass the turn. I need to keep the counterspell ready for another Leyline Binding, because the Leyline Binding could wreck me here now without my Get Losts left. And the Emperor was now the draw I think I needed to end the game. I have 2 more answers to threats. A Brawler is fine. Oh, well, it does draw a card, unfortunately, but yeah. Now, can I kill the opponent next turn if I counter whatever he or she plays? I can get a 2/3 damage plus 3 is 6. Alright, so I'm good. I just need to counter the next play and remove this, and then I can win next turn. Tribal Flames to the face is fine. End of turn, play this. The opponent might want to counter that. May try to counter it. So Temporal Lockdown is actually not that easy, or you have to consider playing it against this deck. Stubborn Denial, should I counter that? And yeah. I'm gonna counter that. Kill that. Create a 2/2. Kill that. Oh, but this gives the opponent life. Oopsies. Well, alright. Let's give a counter. Attack.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Now I also have a Hall, which can also become a 7/7. So I should be good here. Even though the opponent now has a chance to, play the Giganta, draw a card, but that means playing the Giganta is going to spend the whole turn. Alright, the opponent can untap a land. Yeah, but there's no more coming back from this. The opponent's too low. Alright, so is there anything else I want? Maybe actually add a Get Lost now, considering that thing, and actually do get rid of another Archmage's Charm because of the Leyline Binding. Didn't really consider that when sideboarding after the first game. Now the opponent has being on the play is obviously going to make things difficult. Opponent goes first. Keep. I have a brainstorm to hopefully find the second and third land. I have a lot of, removals, so there's a chance that this can go okay. Rest in peace. Sure. Alright, there's another land. That's good. What? I'll just put them back into order. I will have the mana available. I could shuffle away an Emperor. But I will not. Let's just keep swords up. Maybe allow the opponent to play 1 or 2 threats and then use the temporary lockdown. A brawler. No, I'll just kill that. Oh, the lockdown will actually also get rid of the rest in peace. Alright, the opponent denies that. That's okay. I'll draw the Emperor now, play a land, and pass the turn. And take a brawler hit here, and in the hopes that the opponent plays another creature. But would they? We'll see. I'll take a hit anyway. No, they will not. Alright, I will get the fetching land. Sorry, the surveilling land. If it's like something I don't need, like a deluge is good, I'll keep it. I don't want it to get... I'm still not going to play the lockdown here yet. Now this time I'll probably take care of the brawler, though I don't want to take another hit. So that means the lockdown is basically just a safety net, let's put it like that. Yeah, let's use the sword so that I have the Mana Tithe, the No More Lies up. Just in case. A Giganta getting prepared. Should I just even get lost this rest in peace now? Not really. I don't really mind it too much. Now I'm missing out on mana a little bit here. That's the only problem I have right now. But I do have quite a few answers here. Alright, that's a perfect target for No More Lies. And go until I draw next land. I guess the opponent drew a few too many lands while I'm going a little bit short. I'll brainstorm right now, because I would have to discard it at the end of turn anyway. Alright, there's lands. Do I want to discard anything here? Do I really need this lockdown? And this revelation is too early in my opinion, so let's shuffle away those two. And go. I can still consider keeping the lockdown. For now, let's just pass the turn, see what the opponent does. Tribal Flames. It's okay for me. Now I could consider actually wanting to draw the Sphinx's Revelation by not shuffling to regain some life. Yeah, why not? Let's do it like that. Play this tapped and go. Maybe I should have put the normalize back actually. But I have 2 counter spells. I have a Get Lost. I'm still, I'd say, in an okay-ish position. I will temporary lockdown next turn. Then I have this out of the way as well. Now I can shuffle, grab a normal island, play the lockdown, and have 2 mana up. A leyline binding. Do I need to worry about that? I will counter it. That means the opponent can play whatever they want next turn. But it would have to be a combination of Tribal Flames into Oopsies. I think that's very problematic actually. This could be game. I'm gonna take 5 here. If the opponent has burn, I'm out of it. Oh, damn it. Wow. Yeah, that was a misplay from my side. Shouldn't have relied on that. Well played from the opponent, definitely. Props to the opponent here. I think I just got overconfident a little bit, and yeah, not careful for the outs that the opponent has. So I shouldn't have countered that. I should have just let the Nishoba come down. Go back. I should have let the leyline resolve. And then I had enough ways to take care of the Nishoba anyways. Shouldn't have used the lockdown, I guess. Yeah, that was definitely my mistake here. Anyway, well, let's see how the next game goes. Azorius Control versus Insidiu. Inside you. Not in... probably. Alright, keep. Alright, straight up Dark Ritual into Necropotence, meaning this is gonna be a difficult match already, but I need to just make sure I counter Shieldred and the Merchant. Probably mainly the Merchant. Alright, the opponent runs the leyline, which means it's even more likely the Merchant version of the deck. I have no turn 1 play anyway, so I'm open to whatever the opponent decides to do here. The opponent draws a lot. Alright, gonna go grab the Survey land, what is it, Meticulous Archive. Alright, the Bowmaster is also pretty annoying. Counterspell is fine. I'm gonna have to take a few Bowmaster hits. Alright, the opponent also has the Karn, which I need to take care of as well. Alright, the Normalize is also going to lose its value very quickly due to this Nykthos. Alright, playing a Dark Ritual as well, so how much mana is the opponent going to... Oh my god. An Ashiok the Dreamweaver. Can I take it? I can't search my library anymore, which means my Flooded Strand is also useless. Can I afford it? But the opponent actually can't pay the 3, I think, because they didn't. There's no 2 more mana. Yeah, alright. Just, yeah. The opponent cannot use the Nykthos. Okay, another Dark Ritual into Karn. Alright.
Must not be tolerated. I will not stop.
What's the opponent gonna get? The thing that kills my lands? The, what is it, coating? Liquid metal coating? Pithing Needle, what, gonna haul? I have so many things to take care of. I need to remove the Bowmaster, I need to get rid of the Karn. I mean, alright, this is very preemptive, because it's gonna take a lot of time until I'm able to use this. The opponent's down to 6, so basically the question is, I just need to prevent the opponent from gaining life. Okay, so I can only counter one thing, no matter what, because I only have 3 mana available. I would need 4 to counter multiple things. Okay, so the opponent now has 4 mana available. Alright, starting by grabbing a card.
Not frightened by you.
Maybe a Worm Coil Engine. Alright, there's the coding. Alright. Getting 4, playing the coding. Now, if I use the Normalize and the opponent has another Dark Ritual, then I'm out of it. Then they can play it, pay for it, etc. But if I don't use the Normalize, it's just going to lose value completely. So this is a risk I'm going to have to take right now. And unfortunately, yeah, there we go. Alright, a Demonic Tutor, that's okay. I need to get value out of these while I can, because it's gonna get very difficult to get value out of them. But I am... Yeah, I'm still in a difficult spot here. Now, I could try to sneak in a win here with the Wandering Emperor, but it's also gonna be pretty difficult. The opponent would basically need to tap out somehow. Alright, so that's okay.
Say hello to my little friend.
Alright, gonna take 3 here, which I'm okay with. Alright, the opponent has 4 plus 2. The Ashiok. If it plus ones, I will not have the option of using the Wandering Emperor sneak attack here. Plus, the opponent can start using the Necropotence to start drawing cards again because life won't be paid, so I have to get rid of this. I have to counter it. Okay, the opponent might sacrifice something here. Alright, to try to play Ashiok. Do I mind the Ashiok? I can't search. But do I really care about searching? Don't think so. Very difficult spot still. Need to get rid of that Karn as well. Next turn it can search up something again. This counterspell is my last line of defense here. So yeah, this is gonna resolve. That's fine. Sure. Sure.
There is great power in the things you make.
Opponent actually starting to hold back the Bowmasters now. A merchant. See, that's something I would prefer to enter here.
Behold, my epilogue of fear.
Opponent's now down to 2 cards in hand. Starting to go to 1. Alright, I don't need this, and I don't need that. I can't draw and get anything out of those. And then I can just shuffle them away. Oopsies. Oopsies. Forgot about those again. But I can steal the token, actually. Oh, and I can't even search. Wow, that was a huge blunder. Alright, let's steal the token. But then, I mean, I don't... Wait, no. Do I need this as an answer to the merchant? The opponent cannot draw any more cards. Let's go. The opponent can search up something. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go down to 1, but I'm okay with that. The opponent doesn't have burn. So this can grab a worm coin or engine, for example. Alright, gets the tipping blade. And then craft with creature and get... each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So this crafting has to be prevented, doesn't it? So basically I have to counter this as well. Alright, let's let that resolve first. Might have an opening here, but if the opponent has the march, I mean, I'm just lost anyway. But there's so many scenarios where I'm losing here, but I mean, this could be the one and only chance by throwing down the Emperor here, maybe. And then swords to the Orcish Bowmasters. Alright, so the opponent is doing this. Alright, crafting something here. Alright, that becomes that. Okay. Of your upkeep. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. I think I have a chance. I think I have... Oh my god. Another Nykthos. Alright, milling me. Alright, milling me, yeah.
This is my masterpiece.
So now the question is, does the opponent have the march? Should I just try to steal this thing here? That might be my chance, because then I actually have a Mana Tithe up as well. Oh, but now the opponent can sacrifice it. Ah, damn it. Should have played the Emperor in that case, of course. Yep. Okay, so that doesn't work out. Now I will go to 1 and take 1 more. Okay, I still have a chance. I still have a chance. Still have 1 more chance. Yep. I still have 1 little leftover chance. Oh no, I don't. Yes, I still do. I still do.
Cannot withstand a righteous army.
Gonna have to, but I have to play the Emperor now. Have to play the Emperor. Make a token, block with it. Next turn, attack with it. Okay.
You started this fight. but I'm going to end it. We must protect the people.
Alright, so this might be the game. Kill that. Attack. No, 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 no. Why did I do this? What the hell am I doing? Why did I not give it a... Alright, let's make another one. Oh my god, this... I can't believe I did that stuff.
To me.
Let's put the Archmage Charm on top. I had the chance here to close it out. I still have it though.
I will return. My
Opponent will search for the Wormcall engine. The ring. Alright, counter that for sure. Mail me. The opponent can draw one more card, which could be a march. Wow, that was one intense game. That was one intense game. So, what... I'm gonna use the brain for the merchant. This one, not pay one nor more than one non-creature spell each turn. Does that really mean anything? I don't think so. It doesn't mean too much. I don't really have much to bring in here. Get rid of a Brainstorm and maybe one Charm. Yeah. That was one close game, definitely, though. I already gave up on the inside quite early, but my usual approach is I always play games until the end, because sometimes you just really don't know what's gonna happen and things can turn out your way in the end. Not a great hand, but I do have the Lorien, so I can actually find my second land, so that's... And there we go. Alright, so start off with... yeah, let's go straight for the dual land. Life total isn't that meaningful here. The opponent can slam a Bowmaster. Yeah, I knew it, but that's fine. And go. Gonna take again a few hits from these Bowmasters, but I'm used to it. Yep, I do like the Emperor. The Emperor is a pretty okay way to deal with these two Bowmasters that are on the table. Alright, a ley line. Do I even care about it, to be honest. Any card put into my graveyard, exile it. I mean, I'll just counter it anyway. I do have an abundance here. Alright, playing a Dark Ritual, and I'm just gonna Mana Tithe that. Alright, so the opponent is quite low on cards in hand. Alright, that's gonna get countered too. Now I will tap. Why do I... Oh, it draws a card too. Oh my god, that was so not what I wanted really. Alright, anyway. Okay, go. Gonna take a hit because I can't afford a Grey Merchant. Exactly, that's what I meant. Gonna counter the Grey Merchant. Going to get lost that thing. The next turn I do have to play the Wandering Emperor no matter what. Should I get something back from the graveyard? Maybe a Counterspell? Next turn I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, Mana Tithe's not gonna do anything. Counterspell. Or a Get Lost. Let's get the Counterspell. Just play it now. Kill that.
I am the Emperor of
Now the opponent has a window here, a slight small window, 1 turn
You are
window.
not much of a roadblock.
But a Grey Merchant wouldn't kill me here. Wow, it is a Grey Merchant. Puts me in a really bad spot here though.
I saw you cross again. Keep watch for intruders.
A Karn. Gonna have to counter it, which means I have to just chump block here. And a March is also a pretty bad thing. But the opponent doesn't want it. So what do I get? 2 tides.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. You're done.
Oh my god, a Necropotence. Wow. That's game. That is now definitely game. Don't think I can survive that onslaught of cards in hand. And such a high life total. Okay, I'm dead.
You're going to rest in pieces. Strike fast and strike hard.
Alright, there's a Karn. There's a Hive. There's way too many things that I can't deal with anymore. Alright, so on to game 3. I'm gonna keep things how they were. Yeah. I'm just going to take out actually one brain and put in one temporary lockdown, just because the bowmasters have been annoying me both games so far. Play first and keep. I'm still, you know, if the opponent has a turn 1, I already have 4 lands, I don't need another one. If it's turn 1 Necro, then it's gonna be tough, but it isn't. Okay, so now I have some counter magic up. Get Lost versus Bowmaster is terrible because they can then whichever one I don't kill is gonna grow and be an equal threat. I will allow the Demonic Tutor to resolve so the opponent can search. Probably a Necropotence. I will fetch a fountain. This actually is not okay. Play that, yeah. Play a Karn and Necropotence. Alright, that will get countered. Fetch another fountain. How much do I have? I can actually play a dig through time at the end of the next turn, which is probably better than playing the Emperor. Especially now, because oh no, I can't play it for the reduced price. Can I? I'm sick. Yes, I can. I can actually. Alright, so I want the charm and the hall. And there we go. Alright. So, mono black control. I mean, unless they have exactly there on the play and have the Necro on turn 1, then it's very difficult to win. Otherwise, this game, this deck, Azorius Control, does have quite an okay matchup against the mono black deck, I would say, because. And I think this version of the mono black, the devotion one, doesn't even run the thought seizes, for example. All right, so that went pretty well. Did make some mistakes in the first game where I could have won a turn earlier, so that was a risk. But generally, I think yeah, this was quite a good match for the deck. Azorius Control versus Chorm. I would like to play first, and I would like to keep. Very risky keep, but with the Brainstorm and the other cards being pretty okay, especially in the early game, I'm okay to try it. Alright, a Leyline of Sanctity, I'm okay with that. I don't have discard. I have to hit lands here though. 2 hopefully. 1, alright. 1 is not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Put back the charms, because those are the cards I will not be able to play soon anyway. I have 3 tithes, which is crazy. Gonna shuffle this away, of course, because I do want to. I prefer to draw a land than anything else. This could be the. This could be a show and tell deck. Alright, gonna go for the archive here, because that gives me a higher chance to find a land. Okay, I want that. Alright, now I'm at 3 mana. This is pretty good now. Still on the lookout for lands, but now I have, you know, the Mana Tithe could be pretty come in handy in the next 2 turns. Hopefully I can use one of them each turn. That would be the goal here. Yeah, all these surveilling lands, I think this could be the show and tell deck. Alright, Dark Ritual. What does this mean? 3 mana? Already going for that? Sure, I'll counter it. Now the opponent will try to do something against that, in which case I will Mana Tithe that. Swan Song. What is that again? Counter to target what? Counter target enchantment, instant, or sorcery. Enchantment, instant, or sorcery. Oh, that's pretty. Don't really want to waste my charm to draw, not waste it, but I don't want to draw 2 cards with the charm. But I can draw with this. Just cycle it basically. Brainstorm is fine. I do need to. I would really like to find one more land though to play 2 counter spells. I'm still relying heavily on the Mana Tithe here. Yeah, I'm gonna draw 2 here. Good. Perfect. Found 2 more land drops. Have 2 counter spells now. Mana Tithe, a charm. Some card draw, so this should be okay now. Brainstorm is fine. I'm only fighting for the cards that like really have an impact. Need to be careful of Born with the Wind. Alright, the opponent actually has already seen enough. So what is this? Is this really show and tell? I mean, I think it is, but I've been wrong in, in those things before. Oh, the opponent just gave up entirely. Alright, I'll play an additional match then. Alright, let's go on to the next one then. Azorius Control versus Fish Cake. I would like to play first, and I will keep. Only afraid of certain 1-drops here. I can fake something here. Fake a 1 mana spell. But I don't think I should have shocked here, to be honest. I should have just played it tapped. A shaman. Oh, actually, plains or Otawara. Let's play the plains. No, let's play the Otawara. If I play the Otawara, I do have a chance of a turn 3 Archmage Charm. If I play the plains, I do not have that option. Okay, the shaman, you know, it can ramp once. Okay, Thoughtseize is fine. I have another No More Lies, so whatever the opponent plays, I still have the option to get rid of it. This is probably Jund or Rakdos. Taking what? It's not a difficult, it's not an easy choice here for the opponent, for sure. The opponent chose the Emperor, though. Why is the opponent that afraid of the Emperor instead of my counter magic? Alright, I can't play the Charm this turn, so I can only play the Normalize and Land Cycle. And I will Land Cycle for an island or a fountain or an archive. Probably an island, then I have to both Normalize up next turn. I need to be very careful with the charm. Another Thoughtseize. Yeah, sure. I still have the No More Lies. The Mystic Sanctuary can start getting some stuff back too. opponent is looking or surveilling my lands thoroughly. Wants to know what mana combinations I have. Okay, the opponent is looking to start to drop a 3-drop here. No, activate the Giganta. Okay. Alright, I will Island Cycle. Grab a fountain or an island. No, I do. I have 2 white mana. Okay. Next turn I can play another island, then my sanctuary is active and I can get back stuff. I'm playing with open cards. The opponent knows exactly what I have. Which, well, the opponent knows that whatever they play will most likely get countered. Unless it only costs 1 mana. 2 mana is definitely going to get countered. I don't know why the opponent just throws the Tarmogoyf under the bus here. A Brainstorm right now or not? No. I'll do it at the end of turn. The opponent can start draining me. Yep, as I expected. So I need to be... Actually, my Mystic Sanctuary is going to be difficult to use here as well. Also need to be wary of Bowmasters as well. So there's a lot of things to consider here. Okay, the opponent is doing it now. In the opponent's turn. Alright, that gives me an option to use my Sanctuary actually to get back, well, what? I don't know. Alright, so end of turn I am going to use the Brainstorm. If the opponent Bowmasters, I will normalize that. Do need to draw some gas here though. Alright, those are pretty okay cards. Well, the Tithe still has some value as well. So I'm actually... Am I gonna risk putting the Counterspell back? No, let's actually... Yes. Actually, I'll put the land last because... Let's kill that. Alright, now I do have some protection here with a lot of counter magic. Alright, perfect target for the Mana Tithe. Next turn I'll just get back on a Swords. A Swords, or I could get back again at the Normalize, but is that the question is... Nah, I'll get a Sword. I have 2 counter spells. I prefer some creature removal here in the mix. Good draw. This is gonna have it's not gonna have many uses. Wait, what? But the opponent just scoops it up. Alright, so what is it? It's probably was it Jund? Where's the green stuff? Oh yeah, of course. Tarmogoyf Shaman, this and that. Probably some Boo, Minsk and Boo. Do I want the lockdown? Yeah. I'll take at least one lockdown, 2 lockdowns, 2 verdicts. I don't need the Ashiok, I don't need the Stone Brain, I don't need that. So just those few cards. Get rid of 2 charms because I'm on the draw. And 1 brainstorm. Maybe even 2 brainstorms and also keep in another charm. No. Let's do it like that. Alright. So now I have 2 verdicts, an additional verdict, the 2 lockdowns. I mean, Jund does win by creatures. Lockdown can get rid of Shaman, Bowmasters, Tarmogoyf. So quite a few targets. And I only have 2 lockdowns, so that I shouldn't be able to draw like into too many of them multiply. I'll keep because of the brainstorm, but again, unfortunately only 1 land. What does this do? Non-land permanent, unfortunately. If that was a land, that would be even cooler. Gonna have to brainstorm right now because of the fear of Bowmasters. But next turn my hand is starting to get online. I do have 2 tapped lands here though. This one's untapped when I play it next. This is now the opponent has a window. So I am in a... Yeah, it's gonna be tight for sure. Especially if the opponent slams a Tarmogoyf here. What shall I do about that? Red, black mana. Alright, the Bowmasters, sure. And then taking the lockdown is obviously the right choice. Calim can't draw. Alright, I'm gonna take a few hits. But as soon as I throw down one of the Emperor plus with the 2/2 token, I do have some protection here. Currently, there's only 4 drainable, things that can drain. So I'm gonna take a few hits here. Okay, the opponent shocking. Gonna play the Archive. Don't want the Revelation at this point in time. Nope, it's too early. I can't draw anyway because of the Bowmasters, so it's gonna take too long until that's actually useful. Yep, that's okay. And accounted for. So 1, 2 damage, 2 damage. So I'm at 9 basically. Taking 2, I'm at 7. My No More Lies is losing some value soon too. So a Tarmogoyf is not gonna get... No, I can't counter the Tarmogoyf. So yeah, this I can counter. Oh my god, a Veil of Summer. Alright, yeah, that's game. I can't come back from this.
Who says you look easy to wallop? His words, not mine.
Yeah, gonna keep it like this. Now on the play again should be... Yeah, my chances are definitely higher. Yeah, I had a little bit difficult land situation there. Maybe should add 1 or 2 of the fast lands. You know, the one if you have like 2 or fewer other lands, then they're coming onto play untapped. I don't need to be super afraid of Blood Moon in this deck because of the... I have some Get Lost in the main even. Something to consider. Still, I'm not sure about Calim. I mean, I've had it in the hand for a few times. It doesn't really do much. That's unfortunate. That's better. What do I put back? What do I put back? The Verdict. And the Verdict would be... Yeah, I'm gonna put back the Verdict. Start off with the Strand. Alright, that's a Shaman. I'm gonna counter that. I don't like it. It's a good chance to use my Mana Tithe. Alright, now I have some No More Lies. And now I need to draw one more land and some card draw, and I should be able to cling back into this despite mulliganing. Ugh. Do I want to counter that? I mean, if I counter this, the opponent could have a Veil of Summer, which would be a huge blowout already. So let's keep it like this. But end of turn, I will Swords it. If the Veil of Summer comes down against that, that's fine. At least the opponent will not draw a card from the Veil of Summer. Sure. That was pretty good. Now I can use the Surveil land. Yeah, take one more. I mean, why I wouldn't, that's, countering that would be pointless, because the opponent would just not take 2 damage. And the result is exactly the same, so. I do like the Anchorage. But can I start attacking with it next turn? I cannot, so I'm not gonna take it. I'd prefer to get something else. Alright, that's difficult. In case the opponent plays the Bowmasters, this is gonna be, could be problematic. There's one more card, and there we have the Bowmasters. So let's do this first. Just tap nothing, basically. Just cycle it. Alright, yep, the Bowmaster will resolve. I'm not gonna use my Normalize on that, because if I do, and the opponent plays Minsk and Boo next turn, I'm out of it. This can get me a... what's it called again? Mystic Sanctuary. Nope, it will get me an island. Alright, the lockdown is actually pretty okay here. But do we want to play it now? No. Let's wait a little bit. Exactly, that's what I waited for. That was a good decision not to play it here. Gonna take a little bit more damage, but now I can have 2 Bowmasters taken care of in one go. That's very important. Otherwise, I would have played this, and then the opponent would just have played another Bowmaster. So, having the opponent place another threat on the table first was very important here. I'm not sure if the opponent runs Boseiju, but I mean, that's a risk I'm gonna have to just accept here. Is this... should I just counter that? Because that gives the opponent the option to get something. Yeah, let's counter it. Alright, there's the Veil, sure. Alright. So even that didn't get countered. Okay, but I guess. Alright, please get something like a Tarmogoyf or something. But probably not. If the opponent gets Thoughtseize here, the game's over. I shouldn't have countered that, but... yeah, Veil of Summer is a very difficult card to deal with. Alright, let's play this. Alright, at least getting rid of all that's on the board. And Counterspell was a pretty good draw too, so there is still hope. Despite the opponent getting the card advantage out of the Bloodbraid Elf. Oh my god, that cascades no matter what? Yeah. What's it hitting? Oh yes, it hit the... so playing that, nothing happens. So resolve this first. Oh, but now that's uncounterable. So, yep. Welcome to the party. What can I get with the Sanctuary? Swords. That means I can take care of that. Just need to hope that one of those cards is a land, but because the opponent also has the Gigantha as well. So there's a lot I need to deal with here. That's gonna have to get countered. That's just an instant win. Yep, taking the hit. Gonna do that right now. And now I'm just top decking, and the opponent has the Giganta. So I need a, like, dig through time here now. Immediately dig through time. And grab another kill spell and a counter spell. Or Memory Deluge. And the Blood Moon too. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this right now. That's my only way of even staying in the game. Yeah. And that's game. Yep, unfortunately, the Veil of Summer is got me there, I would say. And Bloodbraid Elf, of course, also a very... It's just always 100% a 2-for-1. For 4 mana, 2-for-1. Has haste, you know, it's a decent threat in it itself. I'm not too sure about Calim. I tried it out, but it just... I mean, the tapping effect plus draw doesn't seem to do much. So most of the time I would have even preferred if it was any other's card, like a Counterspell or any kill spell. So I think threats in the deck, I mean, the Wandering Emperor in itself is just a good finisher in on itself. I think I mean, it's not the quickest finisher, but it does the job pretty quickly. You know, attacking for 2, for 3, for 4. You know, it's exponential. So plus it usually takes 2 cards to deal with it as well, because it leaves the threat on the board. So I think it's a sufficient one. Of course, if the opponent has some of these effects which just remove a card from your deck, but then you still have the man lands, which could also close out games. The Restless Anchorage also grows with the maps it makes. So I mean, the land, the castle, which creates 1/1s, is potentially a finisher. So they are pretty slow, but I don't think there's a need for this Calim. So yeah, I'm gonna take a look into that. Otherwise, the deck, I still enjoy it. It has chances, you know, it has a good chance against most of the decks in the field. Mana Tithe is great. No More Lies, you know, hits a lot of things. Exiles them too, which is an extra bonus. If it hits like an Uro, for example. So yeah, and I just love Mana Tithe, really. It's like one of the only ways to deal with things early on. 1-drops, for example. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out. Have fun. And see you in the arena.